Hi, everybody.
Hey everybody, welcome to TFT, Tarot for Today, Divine Dabblings with
Oberon.
and me, Banshee. Well, the holidays are over.
Yeah, I know. I forgot to scrap the holiday opening there.
We will switch our intro at
Happy New
some
Year to everybody.
point, but still, Happy New Year to everybody. Despite world events, we're going to try to keep this show happy today. We
Yeah.
know there's some really horrific things going on right now, but let's just not let it rob us of all of our joy in the new year. So we're going to have as happy a show as we can and deal with the other stuff later. Don't forget, TFT has world predictions coming this month,
Right.
so maybe some of the things surfacing today will be a part of that show. And or
Or,
a
or
WTF, because
WTF.
we certainly think a
We think it
WTF
merits.
might be warranted. All right, so let's try to stay happy and let's go on with the show. So, the first thing I'm going to do is with the good tarot, of course. Hey, Judy. Hey, everybody. Good to see you all. Let's stay positive. We're not even going to talk about it here. It's just not the right place for it because there's
Yes.
nothing happy about it.
Yes, we can add you, Senorita.
Oh, hi,
And thank you for
Senorita.
coming to the show.
We don't take questions on the show today, though, Senorita. This is our happy hour show where we give you a single card positive message for your week ahead. But join us, and tomorrow we do a live show where we answer any question. That's from 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah, we just want to leave everybody happy today. And like I'm showing on the schedule right now, we are here for regular questioning on Sundays and Thursdays. So tomorrow from 2 to 4. So maybe you could make that.
All right.
Hi, CJ.
We have been incredibly busy lately. Hopefully, well, some of it's good, some of it we need to do, but some of it's been kind of tiring. So let's go. Let's get this going so we can get everybody in with a happy message today.
Aw,
Oh, so needed.
wow.
So
Very
needed.
cool. Very needed today. Love the
Yeah,
lovers.
I know it's funny because it looks like the strength card, right?
In a way, yeah.
But it's love, and I
We
really
actually
kind of
also
like
need
that.
this card today.
We do need it.
What the world needs now is love, sweet love.
And making wiser choices.
It's the only thing that there's just too little of.
All right. I'll let your musical interludes go today, Mr. O. We could
Thank you.
use them. Love is about oneness. In all of life, there is only the illusion of separation. In fact, we are all reflections of one another. When I make choices, I tend to see things as either or. What if every choice I make is about an experience, a sharing, and an exploring? When I choose to see the unity in all things, magic abounds. Love is all around me. Spirit loves me unconditionally, and I can give and receive abundant love. And when when we choose to see the unity in all things and in all people, maybe that could stop wars from happening.
Hi, Karishma. We will add you. It's
Hi,
happy hour,
Krishna.
so no questions. We'll just give
No
you a happy
questions
message.
today, just a single card positive message for your week ahead. So let's embody the spirit of love and unity, and not just that we are a part of a bigger whole. And love is the answer, not war, not hate, not violence, not separation. We need to find ourselves again. We need to find our center again. We need to find our wholeness again as a world.
All right.
Anything to add to that?
No, not a whole lot. I mean, obviously, all you need is love, as Alba is saying.
Yep.
Um, I'm a little distressed with all this, but I'm going to try to just focus on giving you all a happy message.
Well, it was definitely not a pleasant thing to wake up to, that's for
Nope.
sure. All right, everybody, let's see what the list looks like now. Oh, you've added some people. All
So
right.
we're at 14.
Okay. We're getting close to our
We are very
close.
popular lately.
Yeah, we appreciate you all.
We do.
So thank you so much. All right, we are on Nicole first, and I'll let you shuffle for Nicole. Hi, Nicole.
Hi, Nicole.
Good to see you.
Feel free to chat amongst ourselves.
Yeah.
And of course, as mentioned, today's a full moon, and
Oh,
in
wow.
some traditions, it's called the wolf.
And it's full moon in Cancer too, right? I think
Yeah.
it is. Mm.
So that speaks to
Well,
a
it
lot of
speaks
heavy
to a
emotion.
lot of heavy emotions, absolutely.
People should take the time to work with their
Thank you,
emotions.
Jackie. Wish I was there right now.
Thank you, Jackie.
Wish I was anywhere else right now. Except I
All
love
right,
my state.
Nicole, you have the King of Cups. So the King of Cups is here to tell you that you are needed to also give love, support, comfort, and care to someone, or possibly that someone is coming to you that will do that. But I think it's more likely the former. I think you are in the position of really being able to mentor, console, and just be there for somebody. You are the epitome of unconditional, just being there for somebody, giving them the support they need.
Your moon sign is in Cancer. Well, there you go. I
Ah,
think this week, Nicole, this is a week to feel the love. Feel the love, not just feel the love, but send out the love. Feel magnanimous this week. Do things that make people want to be around you. I mean, the King of Cups knows how to knows how to take care of others and understands that sharing love is what brings him the success that he has. Oh, no, no, he does not use love as a tool. He just recognizes that good things come to people who exhibit a loving heart. And so this week, exhibit a loving heart and just watch what that does to your life. Watch what that does. Watch how that makes you feel. Watch how that makes you feel, watch how that makes others feel towards you. And you'll see and notice a big difference.
and with the court cards, cup stands for water signs. I think the King of Cups is more of a Cancerian kind of quality of water sign for this particular image.
Hi, Ladybug. We'll
Ladybug,
get you
hey,
on. You made it.
Happy New Year, Ladybug. And Elsie, hi, Elsie.
Hi, Elsie.
We may have to close soon.
Well, it's one card, so I could go to 18 today, but
All right,
let's.
we'll see.
Yeah.
So there you go, Nicole. Happy day to you. Hi, mommy.
All right.
Happy New Year to everyone.
All right. There's the list. We are on Siama now. Hi, Siama. That's what we have for you. Good luck with that.
Yeah, I know. She made it just in time. We think we can go up to 18 today.
Yeah.
And so your mom is number 16.
And, we're going to try to be a little bit more concise with readings on our
You're welcome,
shows,
Nicole.
our live shows, since we are getting more people. So that maybe we used to do 18 on our regular shows, but
Yeah.
we've cut it down recently.
And then we got a little bit like chummier.
Yeah.
So we would kind of meander over the readings.
Well, and also, I think on next Thursday we have a birthday reading we're doing, so we're going to be doing that at the start of our show.
Believe it or not, we're actually only slightly speculating about maybe an additional live show or some other way of being a little bit more live more often.
Right.
I don't know if it's really possible, I'll
I
be
don't know
honest.
either.
But we have talked about it.
Yes, because we have other ideas as well, so we'll have to see. Okay, I like this card.
Sienna.
Even Siama, even though it looks a little bit like this person is battered and bruised there, all it basically means is you know, you have a lot, experienced a lot in your life, and it has prepared you for whatever you face. And so know that happiness comes through this preparedness, this idea that you are not going to be caught off guard. You're ready for whatever life throws at you. And I feel here that with this Nine of Wands, that all will be well for you this week because you are in a good position for whatever happens in your world in the week ahead.
All right. And I like this card always too. I like the idea of the lone figure standing guard.
Yep.
I feel that this person has so many thoughts as they stand there, just being ready for what is to come. And they may be thinking about, all their concerns, all the people they care about that they want to make sure are safe or are able to proceed at a good pace in this direction that she clearly is showing. This is saying, really, be ready for what is to come, but also feel that you are really prepared. Feel confident, too, that you have it, Siama.
Right. All those bumps and bruises we see are just the challenges you've overcome, the obstacles you've navigated through along the way, and what you've taken away from all those experiences in your life. You stand ready. And, not to make this sound even more ominous, because it can be depending in a regular reading, but the thing is, two songs come to mind, Mr. O. And of course, you know one of them well. I'm still standing.
Yeah.
And the other one is if what doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
Yeah, I don't know the words to
I
that one.
can't sing that one. Yes. But anyway, those are some songs I would attribute to this card. It's
Well,
like you're still standing, and you're standing because you have learned and grown along the way in your life. Good luck with that.
I love the Elton John. One of my favorite songs by him is the one, Comic book characters never grow old. I'm a comic book character. I'm never going to grow old. Okay, I'm just a comic
Okay.
or a character.
You're a character. All right, Preeti. Preeti, you are up.
I free thee. Yes, we're a little lit this morning.
Well, we're trying to bring out some happy as best we can.
Lena, there you are.
Oh boy, Lena, you just made
You
it.
just made it. We are almost ready to
All
close.
of you people, not just Lena. I mean, and you don't always come late. You're often first, Lena.
Yeah, that's true.
Keep that thought in mind because you need to get there early tomorrow because we've been very busy lately. And so
Yeah.
if you really want a reading, come at the start of our show because you need to get right on that list before it fills up. Was it last even last Thursday?
We had to turn
filled
like 3 people, I
incredibly
think.
fast. Yeah. So we're going to try to shoot for 18 people, up at 2 and see how we do. But wow.
What?
We really appreciate all of you.
Thank you.
It's a good problem to have.
It'll be there. You just arrived, Lena. Give us a chance.
Yeah, I'll get you on the list, Lena.
Well, you just got here. Okay. So, Preeti, you have the Six of Pentacles. Preeti, this is a time for you to consider circulation of your resources, that it may be you could actually share some things that maybe will work better for somebody else. Maybe it's something that you don't exactly have a use for right now, or you no longer have for it. If you are into the idea of the reciprocity of things in your lives and things in others' lives, this is kind of like a minor karma or balancing situation that as you are able to share with others what they need from what you can share, they likewise may be able to share with you. And so it's really about support, harmony, caring for people, and putting your money where your mouth is. Really, I mean, it's like saying, like, yes, I love you. Yes, I'll help you.
Another nice benevolent card here, of equality, sharing, power sharing. All of this comes to mind. Material sharing, uh, being fair and equal in relationships with loved ones. I feel here this is such a perfect card of balance. You may feel this week, Preeti, that everything is just equal, balanced, and in harmony. And maybe, as Mr. O said, this is a time where you might be able to help someone out. Whether it's not materially, financially, it could be just listening to them. It could be just giving them some of your time and your energy, volunteering somewhere, even doing something nice, whether it's just kind words, something people need to hear. That goes a long way. And I think, maybe too, you might be the recipient of some good, some kindness from others in this week ahead, and accept it gratefully and be ready to pay it forward sometime when you can. So good luck with that.
All right.
All right, we are on
Jackie,
Jackie.
Jackie.
We'll miss you, Jackie, but hey, you are such a regular. We appreciate that so
You're
much, but we
welcome,
know you
Preeti.
can't be here all the time. So we get it.
You're welcome, Preeti. Well, Judy, anything worth having is worth waiting
Waiting
for.
for.
And you're welcome too, Lena.
All right.
Well, it's a good thing I don't have to go to work today.
Oh my goodness. Well, the work could get things off your mind though. It's the two of wands for Jackie. I like that, Jackie. Um This is a time to really do some visioning, maybe some planning, whether it's for a trip, whether it's for a major move, whether it's for just something you want to get accomplished this month or this next week. Let's put it in those terms. Maybe even you're thinking ahead at some ideas for 2026. The new year is still fresh and new, and maybe you want to map out some trips or some fun stuff for the year ahead as well. But it's an exciting week for you in that, you're setting the stage for new
I
adventures.
almost wonder if it's like what's going on tomorrow. Like, you're like, I'm getting out, I'm going to do this thing, you're going shopping or you're going to visit somebody or whatever it is. But if this card is about tomorrow, today, or this entire week ahead, it really represents the idea about your curiosity and your drive or need to want to do something different. And maybe it's something you've always wanted to do, but now it just sort of hits right. Like, this is it. Or maybe it's something you have been subtly thinking about for a while, and now you feel like you're ready to take your foot off the brakes and just go that way. Whatever it is, it feels new and it feels like there's purpose there, Jackie. There's a reason why you want to do this, and there's a goal that you see coming to you. Good luck.
Good luck with that, and hope to see you soon.
Yeah.
All right. We're
Thanks
on
for
Danny.
everything you do,
Hi,
Jackie.
Danny. Good to see you here as
Hi,
well.
Danny D. Lyons. Hey. Ooh, that ought to be nice.
Oh, interesting. Nice, Judy.
I have colored my hair once or twice way long ago when I was in a rock band of sorts. I went with henna And it was sort of like a strawberry blonde. It's kind of cool. She didn't think so.
Well, I've only colored my hair a few times in my life. There's something about the dyes. I think my head is sensitive to some things. I have some allergies, and as much as I'm funny that I've tried to avoid some chemical things, I don't wear makeup and stuff like that anymore. I end up with a cancer anyway that could be environmentally caused. And so, no matter how you try to avoid things, you still end up, unexpectedly with something like that. But I just can't. I just never got into it very much. I used to use some of those products that would help blonde your hair in the sunlight and stuff like that. What is
Yeah, I
it
used
called?
the sun action.
Sunning. Yeah. Is it my turn?
Thank you,
Well, I'm
Judy.
doing it
You
anyway.
already did.
Yeah.
Sending hugs to Auntie Banshee.
Oh, thank you. Well, it's a repeat card, Danny, and it's the King of Cups.
Wow.
I
Nice.
know the King of Cups is back, and I really like this. During the turbulent times, like we're experiencing now, it's really important to master our emotions, and not let them get the better of us. And I think this week, you're in a good place, you're in a happy place, and that's positive. That's good. That's good. I think here too that this is a time where, your head and your heart are both working together. When I think of the King of Swords and I think upright, or the Queen of Swords, maybe more than the King in this case, and the King of Cups, I really feel these are two people that have their head and their heart in the right place. And so your actions are governed by your heart. Those decisions that you made are wise and in your best interests and well thought out, but they're governed by what your heart feels is the right thing to do.
Well, Danny, I like what Banshee said about, the King of Cups being the master of emotions because sometimes the king is there to like be the best friend or the person who's wise and kind and giving to you. But sometimes this card could be talking about, if you are undergoing anything specifically
Hmm.
emotionally trying or testing, you need to stay on top of that. You need to master your emotions. You need to have control. This could be saying that there are going to be some situations that they're not bad situations, but the best way you'll get through them is by being in control of your emotions and reflecting back your beautiful, vibrant, sunny, helpful, caring nature.
And so, I'm going to bring up something I don't think either of us have brought up before about this card, but he's wearing a symbol of a fish here on a chain or whatever.
Uh-huh.
And, the fish is symbolizing a number of things. I mean, obviously, it's a symbol of the water element that, he's master of. And that's the point. He's wearing it on this chain. He is in control of his emotions. Maybe that is his reminder to always remember that, I have to control my emotions and use them wisely. And success, because fish can be about abundance also, success comes through that.
Very nice.
Thank you. I bet you didn't see that one before.
Well, I noticed there are symbols in the background, but I probably just didn't reflect on it.
We're always noticing different things about
That's definitely special.
these cards. Yes.
And it looks like it's Judy Conda's
It's
turn.
Judy. Good luck with that, Danny.
Good luck, Danny D.
Good to see you. Happy New Year. Judy, you are officially up.
Oh, to get up to get it.
Uh oh. Here, let me move those there. Easy. Is it just one?
I hope so.
Ah,
It is.
okay. All right. Mr. Dropper.
Look at us bumbling around the set there. Where is it? Who's got the card?
Well, we want to have a full deck.
Because I don't. Well, now I do because I found the card. So I do have a full deck. Alrighty. Judy, won't keep you waiting any longer. Here we go.
Oh my gosh! Nice shuffle job.
Ah!
There could be a reason these are coming up, so frequently. I feel, and of course, we got full moon in Cancer, right? And
Yeah,
so
maybe
I'm not
that's it.
surprised by this. And again, it's important right now to just use your head and your heart when making decisions. It's just the only way to do it. We make decisions a lot of times because we feel, we have to, but we should always be thinking about, are they in our best interests? How will they affect other people? uh, and things of that nature. We really need to focus on, thinking things through, but analyzing how it's going to affect our world, how it's going to affect us and our world. It's really important.
I like what you said there too. And it is really like this card could be looked at as the marriage of mind and heart in a way.
Ooh, nice one.
Because kings need to have control. And sometimes if we can't control our emotions, it's not going to get any better by that, and that usually that could lead to any number of other, situations you're not going to feel good about. I can't say it any better than that. So, Judy, with the King of Cups, you are a very kind person. We know that personally from how we interact. But you also need to be mindful, I think, of all the other ways that some of your emotions, work with people. You need to have control over all of that, only so that others who may want to work against you won't be able to. You present such a strong fortress. A king is in a castle that, you are protected.
Well, now, you know, it's true that you need to control your emotions, but that doesn't mean you don't express them. You
Yeah.
just learn to express them in a loving manner.
Thank you.
It's like even, and remember, sometimes that loving manner indicates that some tough love is necessary. Moms know that. I'm sure your mom knows that. And so sometimes you have to be a little bit tough, but you can do that in a loving manner with everybody's best interests at heart.
I think of all the times that my mom or my dad said, "This is going to hurt me more than it will hurt you." Okay, I never believed that either, but it was the thought that counted.
All right, so we're on Rowan now. Hi,
Hi,
Rowan.
Berwin.
That's what we have for you, Judy. Good luck with that.
You're so welcome. Love you too. Thank you so much.
All right, let's shuffle it up here. Well, it's another cup card. So again, emotions. It's the nine. Yay, the nine is here.
Well, this is really awesome, Berwin.
Yeah. What a nice card. Go ahead. I'll let you go
The
first.
Nine of Cups is often held to be the wish card. And so that means literally that if there's something that is expressed as a strong desire or wish on your part, this could be a sign that that is going to happen, especially at this time or in this week. But it also could be representing the idea that where you are at in your life in terms of comfortability on all levels, emotional, economic, whatever, you feel you really enjoy that. You enjoy the life you have. Of course, anybody's life could be better with, more love or more money or more something else. But you are pretty much I won't say ecstatic, although the figure looks ecstatic. They're
The
literally
figure
leaping
looks
up in the air
ecstatic,
because they're
yeah.
so happy. It's symbolic or metaphoric of the deeper feeling you feel that basically completes you.
Right. You know, the nine is acquiring something that you really wanted, you've wished for, you've hoped for. And so, you know, there's a possibility this week that you may manifest something in your life that you really wanted. You know, that's through some work, some labor. Maybe you've already set the stage and set things in motion for this to happen. You know, and I can't rule out the fact this isn't like the Wheel of Fortune, but there are times when sometimes our wishes just come to us without really any action at all. You know, we just maybe it was because of other things we have done in our lives that the universe is granting us a boon. It usually never comes on its own. There's usually something we have done that just sort of brings this energy to you. And so I feel like there's a lot of joy this week. There's a lot of happiness and that and attainment. And I think you should enjoy this week ahead. It
What
looks
goes
really
around
good.
comes around.
Good luck with that. Hope something nice happens for you this week. Namira is up.
Hi, Namira. Happy New Year.
You know, we didn't put the list as closed up, and we
We
are at
need to, I think.
18. So I'm going to do that right now.
I don't think we'll have time to do anybody else but ourselves.
So everybody on the list will get a reading.
Well, thank you, Elsie. That's what we do.
Ah,
Well, unless it's another show and then maybe
well, yeah.
Goth Tarot.
What? What?
We don't know why.
You know, and I mixed them up real good. Then you get them back and you get that one again. This is very strange, but hey, you know, this is just a theme. And I think here, Namira, that this is a time again for you to just show your heart to the world. Be strong in your loving nature. Let your loving nature show this week and shine. You know, people certainly love that more. You know, people certainly respect you more for that than, say, bullying behavior or pushy behavior. Operate out of a place of love, and things will go very well for you this week. And not only that, you'll just feel good inside. You know, people who bully others or force their will on others, they're not happy inside. They are not, I can guarantee you that. They may look like they have a good life, but they are not happy inside. And this is a sign that this week you're going to feel really good about yourself.
I think the reason we are getting so many repeats of this card
I know.
is probably because of what happened in the world today. Um, Something not good happened in the world, and I'm not going to give it any more energy, but I think this card is a sign for people to realize they have to put love at the top of their priorities. It's okay to love your job and to want to do the best you possibly can there, but the world needs so much of us to find a way to come together and minister to each other. Like I say oftentimes, the King of Cups is somebody who can minister to people, who can comfort people, who can be kind and helpful to people. This card is coming out because all of us need to do that, I think.
Yeah.
We're at the point now where the world really needs to reflect love everywhere.
Wow. So it's like a three, four, five P.
Yeah,
It's like I don't know how many times this card has come up already. But yes, Namira, you point out the moon in Cancer again, and I certainly see that. So good luck with that, everybody who's getting this card. Wow.
right.
All right, we are on Fiber.
Fiber. I still haven't sent the package to you, Fiber. It's been so cold and other stuff going on. I just didn't want to leave the house. We literally haven't left the
We've
house,
been, well, yeah, we've been doing
just
very
briefly.
minimal outdoors. It's been so cold. We're getting a respite this week, though, so we'll probably be coming out of our cave this week. I have to mail. I even my condo's going to be late. But you know what? I don't know if I got new slips for this year. I'm kind of.
Uh-oh.
I know, so I have to look around
Well,
for
I know what we're
that.
doing after the show ends.
Uh,
We are going out.
we may be going out, or it's got to go out Monday. Maybe I have to fast track the letter somehow, if the post office even does that anymore.
I'm glad you like that card. I think that this deck has some of the most beautiful images of tarot cards. They're so multifaceted. We always get new impressions or we build on the old impressions.
Okay,
Fiber.
it is the Page of Swords fiber. Wow, busy, busy,
You
busy.
slay
Busy
me.
up here. All these thoughts, all these ideas, all these epiphanies coming to you this week. It's going to make you very happy and excited. You're just going to have to maybe decide what to go with here. And also, I think you're going to be engaging with a lot of people this week. This is a peoply week for you, whether it's virtual engagement or whether it's in person engagement. There's a lot happening up here, and there's a lot happening communication wise as well.
Well, the Page of Swords may indicate that you have to take a little bit of a, I won't say a leadership role or a management role, but you have to kind of push yourself out there a little bit in terms of maybe suggesting a direction or modeling behavior, like sort of indicating to others you should be doing this too. And of course, that goes along with the idea of what's going on in your head, the idea that there's these ideas that are popping, and you have the ability in this week to really strategize and really see where the interactions are, because this is a card that also talks about diplomacy and how things work together. So I get the feeling like there's a working aspect to this card where you maybe are pulling in other thoughts or expressions, not necessarily from anyone you normally do, but definitely from inside and outside yourself.
That sure sounds like, yeah,
Oh,
that's
wow.
interesting. I think, you're gonna be you're obviously very enthusiastic about this project, and so a lot of fresh ideas coming in this ritual. Good luck with that.
Nice.
All right, you get Carl today.
Hey, Carl. Happy New Year to you guys and the Grove and everybody else down there. They've been around quite a while.
I'm sure though you'll do fine. You fit right in, really. You will do fine. Did you drop another? Yes, and it's sweet. Man,
Is this Carl's card?
can you grab it?
I can't.
I can't move my
I'm not
thing.
even going to look at it. I'm just going to shuffle back in.
I saw it.
I did too.
See, he's lying.
A friend of mine who's a Taurus said that Scorpios are the best liars. And I sort of thought it was a compliment, but it wasn't really exactly.
Well, they may be, but people with intuition can see through that.
Enough of that. Alrighty, Carl. Not the King of Cups.
No, and it's a nice card. I always like this card.
It's the Six of Swords.
Because even though it looks like it's sad, you know, it's actually not. It's leaving that sadness behind, leaving that behind and moving to more tranquil waters, peace in your life, and harmony and happiness this week. This just seems like a very smooth week for you where you've decided not to let things upset the apple cart in your life. You are just going to move forward and move and not allow anybody to or anything to I can't think of the right word I want to use, anything to interfere with your bliss in this week ahead.
And now you made me forget what I wanted to say. But I get the sense here with this card that there's no time for sadness because there's too much of a bit of determination. So whether or not there is anything that feels troubling, the real point is you're determined to move somewhere else where you know it's better. No matter what is actually going on, you know something's better, or you know something is leading you towards this. The Six of Swords is saying really focus, find a goal or find a new goal and put everything into it. And that really, this will be more about restraining emotions you don't need to manifest at this time. So, in a way, it's kind of the inverse of all of these King of Cups and these other activities, sort of indicating you may need some control over emotional natures, not just your own.
Well, part of what you said there interested me because, this is a sword card, and swords are about, challenges, leaving these challenges and struggles behind and, moving to a more safe, comfortable spot. But it's also a sword card, which is about mental stuff, air. And I feel here a lot of the stuff right now might be in your head that you are moving yourself from, feeling anxious or nervous or stressed about things to a much better, calmer
I
place.
think Carl figured it out.
So,
It's about delegating. Yes. Just that sense of stoicness. I love it.
there you go.
Yeah.
That sounds
Good
good.
one.
All right, good luck with that.
Good
We
luck.
are on Sunshine. Hi, Sunshine.
Hi, sunshine.
Oh, I'm drinking mine.
I need more. I only had one cup so far. This
Mr.
is,
O gave me my ginormous cup today.
yes, I took the smaller one.
That's so unlike
I'm really
you.
glad I'm feeling better. The last day or two, I've had a little bit more lingering dizziness. It seems like it finally went away.
Well, we do have a repeat card, but it is not the King of Cups. We have the Six of Cups, Pentacles upright.
All right.
And so, Sunshine, well, this is a time to be very to look at sharing with others, or being the recipient of sharing from others. Be willing to open up either way. I love the flow of energy in this card. I've always said that because it's so equal and even, and it just seems like your life this week is going to feel that way, that everything is going to flow smoothly. What you put out, you will get back. So, hopefully that is all good stuff, right? If you put out things that are negative, you're bound to get that negativity back at you. But if you treat people right, you treat people fairly, justly, or beneficently, they will treat you similarly. And so consider that you want the week to flow smoothly, then make it so. Make it happen. Set that stage.
So there's a figure eight behind the main pentacles whirling around, and that's like an infinity loop. And what I get from that is this card suggests that, how do I want to say it? I'm a little foggy. despite the not being foggy.
Well, you didn't
Uh,
have enough.
I need a sip.
Oh, here. Here, that'll give him inspiration or something.
Well, what I'm getting here is about the sense of continuity, working with the sense of um, sharing or building things. The idea that maybe you can align things for maximum effect, for the idea of creating systems or situations that will run on their own or that will keep re-engaging, that you don't have to necessarily add more energy or more pieces to the puzzle. So I think this card is just saying this is a week where you can align your goals, align the things you need to disperse, and also maybe, coordinate the things you need to pull in.
And
A
see
little stodgy there.
and see what we just did there? He had a need, coffee, and I shared it with him.
So, Sunshine, I want to know when I can come by and get coffee from you.
Well, wait a minute. I want to know what I'm going to get back from you.
You always get coffee for me.
That's true. Okay.
Okay.
So see how it works? Good luck with that.
Wow. That was kind of convoluted. I needed that coffee.
All right, so Senorita is up. I hope you're still here and welcome. We're going to throw a card for you either way.
We did it a few ago. You might have to rewind a little bit. We did do a happy card for you, Rowan. Let me see if I can give you an indication. It was before Numeras, and Numeras was before Fiber. So about three or four persons back. I hope you can get to that. Hi, Senorita.
So, Senorita, good to see you. The Knight of Pentacles is what we have for you. And it's a very, I love the way this card is depicted because it's very much like this Knight of Pentacles. He doesn't operate on a level of hurry, hurry, hurry. You know, he operates on a level of pacing themselves. Your happiness comes this week through pacing yourself and taking deliberate action towards whatever it is you want to accomplish or acquire in this week ahead. Plant the seeds carefully and take your time and ensure that, growth will occur. This is a very methodical night. He doesn't operate on whims or whimsy. He's very practical and very smart about the way he approaches his journey towards what he wants in life. And so take your time, pace yourself this week, and progress will be made, and you should feel really good by week's end.
Well, all the nights are about movement. If they're upright, they're well aspected, they show you moving towards something. Maybe you are moving towards a situation where you can work more with the material matters of your life. So this could be about, working towards finding a new job or working towards a promotion within an existing job. Or it could be about what you want to do with investments in money or other kinds of things relating to that whole material perspective. So, like Banshee says, this is mostly an indication that your best progress is just to remain steady towards that. Don't try to make huge leaps and bounds based on insider tips or information unnecessarily without really doing some amount of diligence there. There's also maybe even a slight scholarly aspect to this night, that it's about really being able to think and position things the way you need them.
There is a lot of material aspects to this card, but I can't rule out that it isn't playing out in other aspects of your life, what you want to gain with friends or family or loved ones. The other thing I wanted to point out, though, about this card is you will notice here this night A lot of the knights are seen on horseback or, at least moving fast. He's slowly walking, and the horse is here. In other words, he could choose to move faster and do things at a quicker pace, but he knows the wiser approach is to take his time and enjoy the journey to whatever it is you want to create in your life. So, good luck with that.
All right, Roman, love and light to you. I hope you
Good
enjoy
luck,
it.
Senorita. And okay, I hope you find it. And the chat makes it easy. All you have to keep doing is looking at the names in the chat and where you were, and then figuring it out from there.
We're not
Um,
on laptops though, so
well, it's true,
sometimes
but
it's
still,
hard to navigate the chat in other devices.
I think it's fine. Command V. CJ, you
Hi,
are
CJ.
up, and it is your shuffle, Mr. O.
And I'll just remind everybody that we are back tomorrow from 2 to 4 p.m. for our regular show where we can answer specific questions. We throw 3 tarot cards and
To
two
Lenormand.
Lenormands.
So that's why it takes more time, we as tarot readers, and also there are two of us reading. But we could do a lot more to kind of mm, short,
Nice.
you know, use our words more concisely. I'm a haiku writer, a poet, but also I like to write haiku, which is very short poetry. It's like you can say a lot with few words. And so I really need to take that principle to heart when I'm doing my readings. And some readings are very easy and we can just go, well, this is it. We can see it like that. But some are a little bit more nuanced and need a little bit more explanation from us. So, it's kind of a push pull thing
You're
there.
welcome, Sis Senorita.
Hey, you're very welcome.
Hope to see you again.
Hope to see you again. And sometimes we think the same thoughts. So I could just say sometimes when he does a reading what he said.
Each of us needs to put that knife down. Okay.
Whatever.
CJ! And it's not a repeat card. It's the Five of Cups.
Well, boo. But, every card has, how shall I say it, a silver lining. So, the five of cups says this might be a time to, and I love this image, and especially, it's a new year. How about we let all those sorrows, those disappointments, some things, I don't even want to use the word regrets because I don't recommend people harboring regrets. But, should you have any, CJ, how about taking those and putting them down that black hole over there, and with the idea that, the earth will ground them and transform them into something growthful for you. So, this is a time to maybe feel some of those feels and then be determined to let them go and be ready, opening your heart for new opportunities that are going to present themselves to you in this new year.
All of the cards in this deck are very easy to kind of look at some different ways of relating to them. I like this card because I feel like either there's an egg down there that she's burying or that she's waiting to hatch, or maybe there's a light down there that's coming up. It feels
It's
really.
the light that comes from taking the lessons from the sorrows and pain and not
This is my
holding
reading.
on to them.
So with the Five of Cups, there's always a sense that something maybe didn't work out and you may be spending too much time on those regrets. This could be saying, really, don't do that. Try to figure out what can actually either repair that or move you to somewhere else where it doesn't matter as much, where you can actually consider what it is you do have, accentuate the positive rather than lament the negative.
Yeah, this card to me is so much a better. I mean, I really relate to this image. I like it a lot. It reminds me of what I try to do every time I shower. I really truly visualize the negative stuff coming off of me and going down that drain. And it's so evident here. You know, in the other cards, we see the guy despondent and not recognizing that, hey, life goes on. I still have a lot of opportunities for good things to happen in my life. And here we see the emphasis on letting all that go, letting all that negativity go, because we're ready. We're ready to welcome new things into our life.
Right, and that really is a big part of the picture is the person is expectant. They know something good is going to happen or something that they would rather have happen. Good
Yeah.
luck, CJ.
Good luck with that, CJ.
And we're on Karishma now.
Krishna is up.
You're welcome. Is mine again?
Oh no, it's mine. Wait a minute. Who's? Yeah, I didn't. Wait, did I do
Just do
that?
them. I did them. I did them. I did CJ. Honest, trust me.
I don't care anymore.
Right.
We'll get it right one way or another.
So we are going into a little overtime, but we
Just a
love you, so
little.
it's not a problem.
So stay tuned. We always end the show by doing readings for ourselves and the show, and we do a namaste blessing for everybody at the end.
I think what it means, Fiber, is that maybe we have to look at the cards or some of the cards and come up ahead of time with some haiku for them, and then be able to refer to that list when we're doing the cards. So it would be probably pretty limited in a way.
Fiber. I have done upright, reversed, and
Oh,
general haikus for all cards in the tarot. I
I
have a
didn't know.
list of them. Of course I do. I published them. I mean, not published them, but I've put them on social
Why
media in
aren't
the
you publishing
past.
them?
Good question. Good question. Well, Karishma, you have the Ten of Cups. What a beautiful card. A different card for happy hour, but another cup. And this cup is beautiful because you know tens are cards of completion. You feel complete and content in some area of your life. It could be with family, it could be with a lover, a marriage that you're in. It could just be harmony from your nuclear family. But I feel here a lot of harmony and happiness on an emotional level, but that can also translate to other things. You know, I always look at the Nine of Cups in the tarot as the tarot's wish card, but I always felt the Ten of Cups was the tarot's emotional wish card. The Nine brings material success, something tangible. The 10 makes you feel real emotionally fulfilled. So you're going to feel really emotionally fulfilled about something this week, either something you've accomplished and you're finishing, or, you know, the culmination of a relationship growing stronger, and it's just all good.
So, Karishma, what we're talking about here is the concept of unconditional love, the love that people and families have for each other, even if it isn't incredibly ecstatic or energized. It's the sense of belonging and feeling this is yours and you belong. And so you may find this in various ways during this week. It may be the realization that children or older parents or relatives come to you and say, thank you for what you did. Or that you just know that you are appreciated. So it's a sense of appreciation too, of really feeling like, you know, you and everyone are all honest partners in the work of your family, however that is defined.
So good luck with that.
Good luck.
Well, Fiber, I was reading what you said there, and I thought, yeah, you know, maybe we could do a special show that way someday and just do it that way. I don't know. I'd have to think about it. I have
We
to
could do
look.
that show before the Tarot Oki.
Yeah, probably because we're more prepared for that. So it
You're
is
welcome,
true.
sunshine.
All right, Ladybug, we're on you now, and it's you.
Hi, Ladybug.
And we're getting to you, Elsie, next. And Lena.
I know. But it is a king.
Oh,
It's the King of Pentacles. So, Ladybug, maybe what's going on is that realization that, management is somewhere you can excel this week. If you are looking at your resources or things about your home, you're going to find that you have ideas to put things in order the way they should be. You may also feel, too, that there's a lot of emphasis on maybe wisdom of a sort, and it's the wisdom you learn through actual education processes, but it could also be the wisdom you have that's sort of ephemeral and shared maybe in other ways, like sort of just spiritual connections that happen and sort of inspire you to realize something psychic or intuitive is going on.
well, it's such a nice card, too, for happy hour in that I feel here that whatever, your joy this week will be coming from putting everything in order, putting things in order. Whether this is about, this is the beginning of a year, sometimes even the beginning of a year is a time to purge things out of our life we no longer need. Clutter, decluttering the home, cleaning the home up, doing things that beautify your environment. This is a time where you could bring order to chaos in your life. And if your financial affairs have needed some attention, this is a week to focus on that. And it will make you really feel content. Look at this guy. I mean, he feels so content here. And that's the feeling you will get from bringing some order back into a particular area of your life, whether it's your home life, whether it's your financial life.
That was really good.
Thank you. Good luck with that.
All right, Elsie, Judy's mom.
That was a cut and dry reading.
Pretty much.
And we are on Elsie now.
Hi, Elsie.
All right. Ah, here we go. We got the Queen of Swords. We have been getting a bit of court cards today, which is interesting. The Queen of Swords is a great card, Elsie. This is, again, I was speaking of her previously, saying that, she really thinks things through. And she doesn't do this with just, she definitely does this with an analytical perspective, but she also allows her heart to have a say. This is not somebody who ignores the tuggings of the heart, but she's got to put things in the right perspective and make sure her emotions aren't getting the better of her. She understands that wise decisions come from a heart-centered place, but she doesn't allow her emotions to cloud what really needs to be done.
And that's important, Elsie, because this card really suggests strongly that the person is very strong, does have great care for many things that are under their dominion, things they have to decide about, but is not going to let some things cloud that judgment or perception, and realizing that the choices they make are as fair as can possibly be made for everyone, whether it's just for yourself, Elsie, whether it's for people in your family, whether it's for your daughter or your neighbors or people you go to church with or any of that. You know, you can be assured, you're confident that you're going to do the best thing for what everybody needs.
So you will be very happy with the choices, moves, or decisions that you have to make in this week ahead. And you will know that you've done right by yourself and by anybody else that may be involved.
All right.
So good luck with that. Nice reading. And we are on Lena. You get to finish it up with Lena, and then we'll do readings for ourselves and end with the Namaste blessing.
Hi, Lena. It's not often you're the last person. You're more likely one of the first
Yeah.
persons. So we're glad you made it.
What?
Lena, you're in the same boat as Elsie. You need to make certain decisions, and you need to be able to do that in what for you would be a peaceful, calm manner. You don't want to make decisions under duress. You don't want to feel like somebody's forcing you to say yes or no to a particular thing, or yes or no that you will commit to a particular plan. You want to be able to just take your time and do that. And that's a good thing, because maybe what this card suggests is there are important decisions, Lena, that you really do need to gather all that information and make that best choice. And you can't do that if you have to make a decision faster. So wherever possible, you need to bring the temperature down with the other people that may be involved or that situation.
Lena was here earlier. You missed her on the list when you did the list. I just looked it up. She came around to Mira's time.
Oh,
So we apologize. We missed you, Lena, but at least we got you on the list for a card today. So I saw it. So I already looked. So at any rate, I just want to add to this that this is just an amazing card to get a second time. This is a week where
I'm sorry
really
about that.
truly thinking things through will make you very happy. Maybe you don't even have to make the decision this week. I think in some cases, and I think in the last reading it was right to say that, but I'm not so sure in your case it's right to say it. I think this is a week for you to give some things in your life some serious thought and sort things out. This isn't a time to maybe make that decision, but it is a time to use your head and your heart to determine, what your next moves are going to be. So do that this week. And I think, just the idea that you give yourself that time in that space will make you feel really good about the choices and moves that you're going to make.
All right. And once again, I apologize for not seeing you on the list earlier, but I'm glad we worked it out.
Yeah. I'm glad you made it. But anyway, go ahead.
I
You
did.
did.
Mhm.
That's right. You were before me. So that's what we have for you. I wish you luck with that, Lena. Thanks for being patient with us. We apologize. I usually sometimes might catch some. I was late today, and he had to handle the whole list and everything else. So I forgive him.
She threw me under the
I
bus.
did. It was a crazy morning here.
Well, yeah.
Ah,
All right. So I'm going to pull the card for Banshee.
oh, that's nice. Thank you.
You're so sweet, Lena. Thank you so much. Best wishes to you.
Are you gonna pull the Queen of Swords again?
No, but it is a court card. You are the Page of Pentacles. You are youthfully looking into more discovery. You know, a lot of times what I get from the Page of Pentacles is somebody who really wants to be scholarly, especially about possibly mystic, esoteric, or unusual. Why are you laughing?
Well, because here I thought when I saw that card, it's a sign I need to work on my balance issues.
Okay, it could be that too.
No, I'm just
We
kidding.
know
Go
that's
ahead.
really me though.
Uh, it's me too a little bit, but anyway, go ahead.
So it is about maybe taking a position, taking a stance or a posture. When we are dealing with esoterics or mystics or unknowables, sometimes we have to not only have an open mind, but we have to be willing to engage in a more direct process that allows us to really say, I want to know this. I don't want to just read about it and say, that's interesting. So it's really about the deep dive that needs to go into learning, especially about maybe more unusual kind of subjects.
Well, it's funny because this page is very excited and enthusiastic about learning things, exploring things. There and a lot of I think my card for the collective for today, my oracle card was all about rekindling the awe and wonder in your life. And this page, maybe more so than some of the other ones, is very much into that. They look at the world through fresh eyes all the time, always discovering something new, always getting excited about something. And that's the way I want to be. And also, I love this one foot on the ground, this whole idea of feeling grounded while maybe the world is out of balance around me. So I like that too today. I could use that energy. Thank you, Mr. O. Let's see what I have for Mr. O.
A court card, no doubt.
Want to be that King of Cups again, won't it, Scorpio?
I'm not a Cancer.
Well, but
My card would
you
probably
are
be
a
the Queen
water
of Cups.
sign.
The Queen of Cups has more Scorpio possibilities for me, I think.
Okay, one more shuffle for you. As you may have guessed, Mr. O is not working today, so we are able to
That's
do
why we're
this
just
for
laying
today.
back here.
Trying to be happy in an unhappy world. All right.
I'm sorry. I guess we're done with this deck.
Three
Unless we
times
keep
the
getting the
charm.
repeat cards.
Well, like I said, there's got to be reasons for this.
Sure.
You need today to follow your heart, but ensure that you are really thinking things through before you spout off, Mr. O.
Not me.
Spout off on social media or wherever. This is a time for you to communicate effectively and constructively with others right now. And this queen knows how to do that. She knows how to bring, some emotion to it. Um, but she really does tend to think with her heart and her mind in tandem, but when she speaks clearly and responsibly and without an emotional side to it. Sometimes it's often hard to peg this queen because she may seem cold, but she's not. She's very, very heart centered.
I like this card a lot because feel this is a queen who really will do the right thing almost always in terms of decisions, even if she herself is the one who maybe the most doesn't really like it, but she knows she has to make that decisions. And then the other thing about this card to me is it sort of quietly says, I will smite you if things don't work out. But the
That's
reality
not
is
very
that
happy.
she just mostly thinks that to herself. She holds that in reserve, but she probably won't do it.
Well, you know what? I am looking at this deck. It is not dog-eared. It is still in really good
So the
shape.
cards came for
They
a
came
reason.
for a reason, so I'm still going to stand by that. Um, That's what I have for you, Mr. O. Let's get that namaste blessing and say our
And you can
farewells.
shoot out of here with everyone else.
Well, I just wanted to say to people, let's try to keep happy, but let's try to keep engaged as well. I mean, even though there are things that disturb us that are going on in the world, we can't ignore them. We can't ignore them. But don't let it rob you of your personal joy.
And if you are the kind of person that does engage with your own local or other government, or you sign petitions or you do that, consider adding your voice as a voice of calmness in this very challenging time, asking leaders or others to consider love and peace first before anything.
All right.
Namaste.
Oh, what do you got there? Oh, we may have had that before. This is so bizarre. I'm going to show you the card.
Hold it up a little bit.
This is like a card for today for sure. Hold it up there. Okay. You can do it better. Now you got glare. All right, but this is interesting. Om Shanti, peace, blessing.
Nice.
Om Shanti. Blessed are you with everlasting peace beyond words or understanding. Blessed are you with tranquility and bliss. Blessed are you with the clarity that reveals the beauty of your soul and through which all appears as infinite. To get a card of peace when war when war seems to be more a theme, going on in the world, strife, anger, hostility towards one another, to get this card of peace is really important right now. We need to promote it. We need to promote peace. It doesn't come through bullying, it doesn't come through force. It can't be enforced that way. It must come from the heart, right?
Right. Hi, Shirley. We're actually ending the show. We're so sorry we
Yep.
missed you.
Yep.
Peace and love. Thank you for saying that.
Yep. So namaste, everybody. I hope you can keep peace in your heart in the week ahead and that you have a happy week ahead despite everything. Take care and we hope to see you tomorrow at our live show.
All right, everybody.
Bye-bye for now.
Bye.
Take care, Shirley.
We love you all.